Yes, and on this occasion, may I respectfully invite Venerable Professor Dr. Pramahahansa Thammahaso, Director of International Buddhist Study College, to deliver a welcome speech to the new students. Please, Venerable.
Excuse me, Prasan, could you please turn on your microphone?
Most respected to most venerable Dhamvajrabundit, Director of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, who come to join us today. Professor, lecturer, and all students, today I'm very delighted to welcome you all who are our IBSC students. As an IBSC family, it is a remarkable time for us and you all to come to share our experiences and knowledges together. As we all know, we are now facing COVID pandemic 19. It seemed to be a difficult time for our lecturer and you all who now live in your country. There are too many students who share with me, who talked to me in the past, because of we try to prepare everything for you all at IBSC International Buddhist Study College, Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, in order to provide everything to you, in order to bring you all to learn how to understand the real Buddha teaching from our lecturer, especially how to practice meditation, because mostly there are too many people who come to learn mindfulness master, who come from many countries around the world. Unfortunately, you all are unable to come to learn and practice meditation in Thailand. But doesn't matter. The Buddha talked about mind. We would be able to direct our mind to your mind. Because when we talk about Buddhism, it's not just learn Buddha teaching. The way we have to do is that you all choose practice meditation or practice mindfulness in daily life. Especially not just learn from Tripitaka or Buddhist scripture, but you all should learn from your mind body. Before the Buddha will pass away, he tried to affirm that when I pass away, Dhamma and Vinaya will be your master. What does it mean? Where's the Buddha now? The Buddha is in Dhamma and Vinaya. When you all follow and try to practice Dhamma and Vinaya, you all will see the real Buddha inside there. So where is the Dhamma? Where is the Dhamma? The Dhamma is not in Buddhist scripture only. The real Dhamma is in your mind body. Your mind bodies belong to you. But all the time when you practice mindfulness and understand everything inside there deeply, you learn Dhamma from physical body and from your mind. Whenever you see the Dhamma inside there, It's the time for you all in order to see the real Buddha inside there as well. Because the Buddha explained that whoever who understand the real Dhamma, who see the Dhamma, who will see the Buddha or Tathagata. Who see the Dhamma, who will see the Tathagata or the Buddha. Doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter the country where you're from. We all will be able to understand or see the real Buddha. Not just come to our university, learn with our lecturer, with our master here. The real classroom will be your mind body. That is the real classroom. The real lecturer will be your mind body as well. So would you please learn the real Buddha teaching from there? But at the same time, you might share the Buddha teaching with our lecturer. So I do hope that this is a time for you all to come back to learn the real Buddha teaching again. And I do hope that you all would be able to achieve the real Buddha inside your mind body. And I, on behalf of a lecturer, officer, would like to welcome you all to be our family as a IBSC family. Buddha bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Mahahansa Thammahaso, Director of International Buddhist Study College, for a welcome speech to the new IBSC students. And right now, the Most Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit, Rector of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, is with us for a new student orientation ceremony of Semester 1, Academic Year 2021. I would like to humbly ask you all to turn on your cameras to show our respect to the Most Venerables in this online ceremony. Thank you. And respected the Most Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit, the Rector of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, all professors, lecturers, and students. Welcome to International Buddhist Study College New Students Orientation Ceremony. And today, I have a very great pleasure for being MC for today, and I would like to respectfully invite the Most Venerable Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit to give a special speech on the contribution of Buddhist values and practice to post-COVID-19 in the future. So please welcome the Most Venerable.
Professor Dr. Phra Mahahansa Thammahaso, the Director of International Buddhist Study College, and all the IBSC lecturers and staffs. Good morning to all the students of the IBSC, covering the seniors and juniors, and students who stay in Thailand and other countries, especially in neighboring countries of Thailand. Today, this morning, very special time for all the students who have got the registrations as the students of IBSC. We come together to participate in the orientation ceremonies. in semester 1 to 2021. As directors of MCU, I like to give the warm welcome to you all. And from now on, you are our families. And hold two status at the same time. The first status is the students of IBSC who will pay intensive attention to the class, even though we cannot come together face to face, maybe staying away from each other, but we have the close spiritual friendship with each other, so no problems for the near or distance place for us. This is the first status. The second status, we are both shareholder and stakeholder to come together to propagate the Buddhist teachings to the world, the people all over the world, to be the doctrines of leading their own lives in the crisis time. Because here we are MCU, hold two status also at the same time. The first status at the educational institution of the Thai Sangha in Thailand. And the second status as the educational institution under the control of the government. So we have to play a key role in two status at the same time, propagating the Buddha's teaching to be the doctrines of leading the lives of the people, and run the educational administration at the same time. As for the difficulty time for us all over the world, I think no problem for us to lead our lives, because as a human beings, we have the high potentialities inside us. We have the big amount of wisdom remaining inside us. But our task is to give the channels or open the doors for the wisdom inside us to come out and be useful for us to leading our right to things, to act and to solve the problem and to face the serious problems. So MCU, especially IBSC, led by Professor Dr.Phra as the director of this educational institution. We try to cultivate all our students, especially the spiritual development. to give the opportunity, the inside wisdom, inside us to come out, to be the light of the world. So every time we run the educational program, we never forget to open the door for the wisdom inside us to come out as the light of the world. As we have known, now we are in the age of new technology, digital technology, virtuality society, especially the crisis from breakout of the COVID-19. So we like to call this time that the new normal age. We are facing many serious problems nowadays. But as the Buddhist followers, we have to be stable, maintain stability, especially spiritual stability, stability inside, to control our lives and also to be the strong spiritual friends of the people all over the world, especially people in Thailand, in neighboring country. Never show the frightening behavior outside. We have to show the firm faith, strong and firmly spiritualities all the time. So do not care about the serious problems happening from surroundings, outside surroundings. But look inside us. The crisis outside, no problem for the human being. The problem in the crisis inside. So try to find a way to solve the crisis inside us. We can control only the inside affair. The outside affair out of our control. So whenever we can control everything, all the dimensions inside us, it means that we can control the outside, no problem. So all the phenomena, world phenomena happening all the time we are facing. We have to look for the kind of the skills of wisdom. What kinds of skills and wisdoms are needed nowadays? This is the first priorities of the IBSC led by the Professor Dr. Phra and his staffs. And from the past up to the present, I have seen clearly the evidence of the thing I have just mentioned happening from the running IBSCs all the time. So we are assured that now and in the future also we can find the skills and wisdom to be needed for the current situation. I am sure that. So in my opinion, skills and wisdom we need for the current situation is life skills, academic skills, higher concentration, and higher wisdom. for the details of life skills, academic skills, higher concentration, higher wisdom, let to be your duty to find more in more detail. But here I have a short time to give just a brief explanation for you. In my opinion, how can we get all the skills and wisdom, and as I just mentioned, according to Buddhism, the wisdom or the skills in reality never inside the human being. Is there inside human being? Sometimes some people misunderstand that we have to travel around the world. We have to enter all the educational institution, the best university, to find out and get the wisdom. That's wrong thinking. In reality, the wisdom, the skills, all inside the human being. Something outside, it's just the data and information. Even though sometimes that data are regarded as the best results of the research, the best bodies of the knowledge. But in reality, they are not the wisdom. They are just the information. The wisdom, the skills, in reality, inside the human being. The first wisdom, may I call the innate wisdom, stay inside the human being all the time, starting up from the birth up to the death, and moves in circle with the human being all the time. This is the first wisdom inside the human being, innate wisdom. To get the second wisdom from the innate wisdom, according to MCU policy, the clear-cut policy of MCU, and also the clear-cut method of the IBSC. Apart from the study academic subjects, we provide the occasion for the student to participate in the session of meditation, mindfulness, to cultivate no other ways to cultivate the second wisdom apart from the method as appear in Mahasatipatthana Sutta. We have seen the sure we are following the right way from the Lord Buddha, the way of meditation or mindfulness. We can call in the, any names, meditation and mindfulness, to cultivate the insights wisdom. And also, we never forget to provide the subject matter for the student. Even though now we have to come together, as the director said, that some students staying outside in neighboring countries, some staying in European country, in United States. But no problem for us nowadays. We still provide the data, information, experience for the students all the time to cultivate the third wisdom, self-managing wisdom. See, every kind of wisdom inside the human being, outside, they are just the information. Even though meditation, mindfulness is just information, the good information outside, So the task, the duty of the IBSC on the lecturer is to put the outside information in terms of meditation, mindfulness, in terms of data, information, experiences inside all the students to cultivate, to be the food, to be the nutrition of innate wisdom and cultivate inside wisdom and large cells managing wisdom. If we have three kinds of wisdom completely, it means that we are well equipped with three kinds of skills: intelligence questions, emotional questions, and spiritual questions, IQs, EQs, and SQ. Whenever we have EQ, IQ, and SQ, we are sure that we have the systematic consideration or yoniso manasikara. Whatever level of the degree you have got, it doesn't matter. It cannot help. You may finish the PhD degree, MA degree, or BA degree. It doesn't matter. They cannot guarantee the safety zone for you, especially the spiritual in the crisis times nowadays. If you cannot create the systematic consideration or yoniso manasikan inside you, you cannot maintain yourself in the current world safely. But whenever also when you have passed the methods of cultivation, your wisdom according to Buddhism, you are assured that you are well equipped with three kinds of skills and also conducive to systematic consideration or yoniso manasikan. Whenever you have yoniso manasikan, 10 kinds of yoniso manasikan, you are safe. You can control yourself in all situations. For 10 kinds of yoniso manasikan, it does not mean that you have to use 10 at the same time. Depending upon situation, depending upon the time, it depending upon the place, depending upon the person you are facing also, depending upon the institution. Sometimes we are facing the problem, you may use the first one, the first one, the second one, and the 10th one. May I show you only two kinds of systematic consideration. The first one, when you ask how do worlds and lives go on, if you have consideration, systematic consideration by way of the cause and effect, it means you understand clearly the doctrine of dependent origination or paticca samuppada. You know in yourself clearly all the time that the world and the phenomena, even your lives also arising, happen, exist, arise, exist, destroy, in 3 moments all the time in the frames of dependent origination, like this. When you have the worldviews or the mindset like this, it means that you can understand the realities in the world. Whatever happening, the bad things on the good thing, you understand all the time. It depends upon the cause and effects. Whenever the cause and effect come together, you cannot stop happening of that thing. Even though you try hard to solve the problem, if the course, the solving course, the main course, the sub courses cannot come together, you cannot solve the problem. So your duty is to collect the good courses, covering the main courses and the sub courses together. And finally, you can solve the problem this way. Buddhism called Patihariya. So in your daily lives, our daily lives nowadays, we have to get the Patihariya in our lives all the time. But Patihariya, according to Buddhism, never happen without cause. It happened with the good causes all the time. This is the first examples of the way of thinking in terms of systematic consideration, the first one. The second one very important. Look back 2 years ago. The rich people, the poor people, we can see the clear-cut difference from each other. But nowadays, we stand in the same level. The rich people, the poor people, when we are facing the breakout of the COVID-19. So if we do not understand the doctrines of the three characteristics like this, many people, as we have seen, cannot control themselves and commit suicide and stay in severe sorrow all the time. Why do they try to come back to the real situation? Because they do not understand the three characteristics correctly. So when we have the three kinds of kills, we have the systematic consideration, we have the way of thinking by way of three characteristics, and understand the real situation all the time, the cycle of life. Nothing cannot stop the cycle of life. Even though the Lord Buddha also cannot control. We are the ordinary human being can control, no problem, impossible. So we have to follow, understand, and convince all the time, understanding cycles of life like this. Even though the times, the periods of decline, prosperity in the circle like this, after the Lord Buddha saying, Charles Darwin said also, if it's not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. It is a clear-cut concept. Following the three doctrine of characteristic. So today we come together. Well, welcome to you all. We come together to play the key role in two status at the same time, and I have said. And here we are MCU, 134 years old. We have accumulated the strongest experiences, the body of knowledge, and the strongest Buddhist culture here. You come to the correct place in the correct time with the correct lecturers. So warm welcome to you all. Thank you very much for all the students and the staff coming together. Thank you.
And on behalf of IBSC members and students, I would like to express my sincere thanks to and gratitude to the Most Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit for a special speech on contribution of Buddhist values and practice to post-COVID-19 futures on new student orientation ceremony of the semester 1 academic year 2021. Thank you very much, the Most Venerable. Today, we have the pleasure of being blessed with the presence of the Rector of MCU, the Most Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit as our guest speaker to give a special speech for the opening ceremony of the new student orientation. The Most Venerable is the current Rector of MCU, and he was previously the Director of IBSC as well, and also the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs for 12 years until being bestowed to the great honor and responsibility for being Rector of MCU in 2018 with the full bless and support of the Thai Sangha. The Most Venerable is the author of several academic books and acclaimed works of Buddhist literature such as Mahayana Buddhism, Development and its Essence, Buddhism and Modern Technology, and the Tibetan Buddhist culture. Over the years, he gifted us with many academic articles, both in Thai and English. And the Most Venerable has long had inspiration and vision of making the pure Buddhist doctrine more accessible to the Western countries, as evidenced in the quote he made about the International Buddhist Study College. He said that IBSC was built to be a college for both laities and ascetics from all over the world to study Buddhism, and it will be a firm step in being a leading center of Buddhist education in the world. Thank you very much, Venerable. And next, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce IBSC Director, Vice Directors, and the programs that the college is offering. So the Director of International Buddhist Study College is Venerable Professor Dr. Phra, whose leadership and compassion are the cornerstone and example for all IBSC students to aspire to. As well as being Director of International Buddhist Study College, Prajan Hansa also hold a position as the Secretary to the Rector and also the Director of Peace Study Program. Prajan Hansa has significant academic renown after completing his studies at Oxford University with his specialized field in peace studies, conflict management, and peaceful means. Some of the projects and initiatives that Prajan Hansa has established include the Peaceful Village Project, the Peaceful Samanera Project, and the most recent project is the Kok Nong Na model, which refers to a new agricultural concept based on the new theory agricultural and the sufficient economy philosophy at Sri Saket province. Venerable Professor Dr. Phra has authored many internationally acclaimed books, including Buddhist Peaceful Means, Meditations as a Tool for Meditation, and A Buddhist Way for Conflict Resolution. Prajan Hansa is not only a brilliant Buddhist scholar, but also highly developed meditation master. He has devoted much of his time in the last decade, sharpening his skills in gaining direct insight into the Buddha teaching. It is his wish that all students of IBSC gain the necessary intellectual knowledge in the Dhamma, as well as the practice benefits of the insight meditation. And next, I would like to introduce you three vice directors of the IBSC, which include, firstly, Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Sompong Kunakaro, the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs. Second, Venerable Assistant Professor Dr. Phra Phra, Vice Director for Administration. And the third one, Venerable Dr. Phra Virasak Apinantaveti, Vice Director for Vipassana Meditation. And the mission of IBSC is to foster development of students in research skills such as the independence, critical thinking, problem solving, initiative, and professional contribution in order to produce religious leaders, qualified academic personnel, and research in the field of Buddhism and peace studies. IBSC has committed to support Buddhism in its multicultural manifestation and to ensure higher level of religions and academic services by providing Buddhist education for monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen from all around the world. And currently, the university is offering Bachelors of Arts, Master of Arts and a PhD course in Buddhist Studies, as well as providing an MA and a PhD in Peace Studies. And IBSC is committed to the continual growth and evaluation of its curriculum and students, such as a one-year meditation master certificate program. The International Buddhist Study College, or IBSC, is a world leader and one the most respected, and which is the institutions in the world, as evident by the number of affiliative university that is in collaborated with, and a number of MOUs were signed with respected international university campus, giving the IBSC students incredible opportunity for exchange program. So at this point of time, I would like to invite the directors of each program to explain the curriculum and institution. So now I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Sanu Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya, Director of Doctor of Philosophy program in Buddhist Studies. So Ajahn Sanu would give you the explanation of the curriculum and the instruction of the Doctor of Philosophy program in Buddhist Studies.
Okay, thank you very much. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I pay homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, and the fully self-enlightened One. My most humble to the respected, most venerable Dhamvajrabundit, our beloved Rector of the MCU, and then also I pay respect to Professor Dr. Venerable Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya, our the Rector of IBSC. Okay, and also I'd like to greetings to all of the administrations and lecturers and officers of the IBSC, together with all of the students, both old and new. Okay. Well, I actually have a PowerPoint to show. Can I show this? Can I share this PowerPoint?
Yes, please.
Okay. So welcome all of the students, both new, both old and new, particularly to the new students. Okay, this is a family. This is a family as the Buddhist institutional. Okay, place that you will spend all of your entire student lifespan with us. Okay, so as introduced by our moderator, we have many building blocks, yeah, that makes the IBSC family in existence. Well, we have a lot of various programs that we are available for many enthusiastic students to join us their life. So I am given approximately less than 10 minutes to share and to say something to all of the students, particular to the PhD newcomers, okay, or our freshie. Then, well, this morning, our director has mentioned about many things, including the wisdom, right? The type of wisdom, many kinds of wise consideration, ways of thought, or the Yoniso Manasikara, and then so on. But today, I would like to emphasize more on something that before that, something that you need to have it prior to the cultivation of your concentration and wisdom. That is called something like sila, or something that the basic, you can say is that sila is nothing but a basic practice or the basic regulations and some of the practice that you need to set up in advance in order to achieve the higher level of your development with us. Okay. So in order to know the self-regulation or the self-sila, okay, in order to contribute your PhD gratification, PhD graduates, I would like to show everyone, okay, about a pathway to PhD graduate, right? A pathway to the PhD graduate. Then this is as said by the most venerable, okay, our rector. He mentioned about the many kinds of the wisdom, right? Innate insight, self, managing wisdom, and so on. So, like I said, that you need to know first about your sila, okay? So a pathway that you will face is needed for some vehicle for you. You don't need to walk by yourself, but you will given a single vehicle, all right? So it's a bicycle. Riding a bicycle, it's like you are walking on your path of study, all right? So let's travel together by this vehicle. One first thing that you need to think right now is what is your goal of study here? Okay, some of you may aim that you would like to gain a lot of knowledge, extensive knowledge or intensive knowledge as much as you can. But sometimes you just forget that who are you right now? You are a student, right? You just enrolled and you paid a certain kind of money. It's not less money, right? It's quite huge amount for you, right? For those monks, right? Sometimes most of my students has been donated by his or great followers. So the money, okay, or the financial investment that you did, it's not for just gaining the extensive knowledge, but it's just for the successful of your student life, okay? I am talking about your role, okay? Your role. So your role is a student and your role is to study, okay? Your goal should be nothing but to get the degree, right? If you enroll to be as a Bachelor of Arts, the youngest family member of IBSC family, right? Led by Ajahn Hansa Thammahaso. He is like our father, our mother, right? In our family. So if you enroll to be our Bachelor of Arts students, then your goal is to get your Bachelor of Art degree, okay? And at the same time, if you enroll to the Master of Art, yes, of course, right? Your goal is to join that day of convocation where every successful student, only successful student who did it, okay, who make it, okay, they gather together in order to, join together that auspicious conference. That will be the days that all of the successful student has shared their successful, something like that. So believe me, you don't want to be a loser, right? Because a loser, even though a loser can join that ceremony, but inside your mind, you know very well that you just cannot make it, right? With many reasons that will that will attack you in your student life. It will stop you from not to be a graduate, okay, or pandita. But in this time, okay, but today I'm going to emphasize my sharing only to those students who study PhD with us. You are to be called doctor in the future. So do you know about who you're going to be with? Not in the general level of study, not as a Bachelor of Art or MA, MA level, but the PhD is regarded or it's recognized as the highest level, amongst the graduate study. So there is no more study beyond that one. So when we reach to that point, the people, the society will you will increase their expectation to gain from you. So you must do in any ways in order to equip yourself, okay, or develop yourself with wisdom or the intellectual ability in order to work your PhD, your doctor initial one, okay? So the goal of the doctor, it's completely, of course. Do not ask me whether the differences between the goal, the differences between of the goal between PhD and MA is what? Okay, you will know it later. Okay, but one thing that I can show you is that it's not going to be a simple way. Okay, that way will be full of hindrances, full of avijja, full of Mara. There will be Teva Mara, son of the devils Mara. There will be Khandha Mara, the devils as the 5 aggregates, your physical body and mind as you are devil. It will stop you not to graduate PhD doctor. And then if you're not get lucky enough, or unfortunately, you will see the Mahachumalongkornrajavidyalaya. It means the dead as devil. I hope that all of my students will not face with the Mahachumalongkornrajavidyalaya, otherwise you are dead man. Okay, let's go back to your goal, okay? What is your goal from your opinion? You don't need to answer me myself, but you answer to yourself, you talk to yourself, what is my goal? What is my goal? This is what it looks like in your brain, maybe, okay? Look at the straightforward and very easy road, okay? And the goal is just right there. It's just right there. You are riding a bicycle, okay? If you are not stop riding, then the goal is completely and will quickly achieved, correct? Okay, that is only in your opinion, in your thought. But look at the reality, okay? Do you have any idea, okay? To be doctor student or PhD reading student, do you have any idea in reality what hindrances or obstacles that you're going to encounter and you must come across? Otherwise, there is no way that you will achieve the goal. Okay, forget about convocation ceremony. This is the 3-year course. Okay, 3-year course. If you put your great effort hard enough, okay, then I can tell you that it's actually less than 3 years that you can get to the doctor status. Okay, let's try to understand more in reality the 4 obstacles. This is at least that I list here. They are at least 4. Okay, but in fact, you're going to cope and to encounter with, both controllable problems or hindrances and uncontrollable factor. The first one is the coursework. Okay, all of the students is required to sit in and continually study until approximately 3 semesters. Okay, 1.5 years. All right, approximately, more or less. If you cannot make it according to IBSC plan of study, then you need to extend your courseworks. All right, so the coursework basically comprise of the main subject, the compulsory subject, and the elective subject. Okay, you are going to study by yourself, make a self-study on all of the regulations that you need to know. All right, do not just always let someone to give you knowledge, This is not the way that you can acquire for the knowledge. And then courseworks is not only courseworks. It's not that easy. You will not only allow to sit and wait for the end of the class and then finish, you get the grade, A, B, C, D. It's not that easy. So it will be a tremendous works from you. I would say it's a burden, okay? Assignments, a lot of assignments will be given to you, okay? Just prepare yourself, all right? Then a lot of reports that you also need to be done, okay? And some of the subject required for mid and final examination and etc. This is the first hindrances. The second hindrances, all of the students, okay, PhD students will be required equally 45 days of meditation, accumulated day of meditation practice. Okay, you cannot bargain, sorry. And you know the differences. This is the first differences between PhD and MA, right? MA students, you guys need only 30 days, okay? But PhD student, like I said earlier, the people in the society will give their expectation to you, will set their expectation for you a lot more, higher than those students who graduate in MA. So be careful on this one. You need to plan up anything in advance, okay, in order to correct those, 45 days of meditation. And I'm so sorry to say that we are unfortunately enough to face with the COVID-19 situation, but please make these problems become, please turn this critical time to be a challenge, okay? So there are many ways for you to find out and to figure out how to practice meditation 45 days during this COVID time, okay? We have a lot of IBSC officers and a lot of, PhD lecturers, okay? Even though sometimes you cannot see with the PhD lecturer, you can also ask, okay, and get some knowledge from the whole of the lecturer from IBSC, okay, because we work as a family, okay. The third one is QE. This is another different, between PhD and Master of Art. MA, they don't need to sit in and pass the examination. Okay, the purpose of qualifying examination is that testing. We would like to make some assessment whether our students who already finished their courses, in this case 3 courses, that they have enough knowledge or not. All right. So it would be generally 3 subjects that you be tested as the QE examination. First, Buddhism. You must have enough knowledge on Buddhism, okay? Of course, because you are studying in the Buddhist university, right? And second subject to be tested is that research methodology, okay? How strong or how much knowledge that you have on this subject, okay? The third one is the modern science, how good that you can apply the Buddhism to the modern science, right? The fourth one, this is the hardest job for you, okay? Because academic papers requirement, especially the first one, the dissertation, all right? Thesis is a general terms to call a research work for MA, but PhD we call dissertation instead. So I'm talking about the dissertation PhD level. This is the hardest job for you because it's the writing skill. It's required not only the writing skill, right? But we also require the reading skills as well. If you cannot reading all the text, then you cannot really writing something like that, or you cannot deliver what insight your thought into deliver into the dissertation. And also you must complete one article to be publicized in any journal. So I think that due to this day is your auspicious day. Okay, this day is your auspicious day, and it also your great day as well. This is very important. The first day of your study as the orientation day, it's so important to your study. The day is the day of making friends. You see your family members. You see me. You see you're the director, right? You also saw the rector as well. Okay. So in conclusion, I would like to emphasize on the hardness the hardness of being as a PhD student here. I would like to focus once again on your aim. Okay, the aim of the study should be clear cut enough, as crystal clear. Okay, that your aim must be only a piece of paper we call degree. Okay, and during your traveling time, if you get lucky enough, you will get the Dhamma achievement. That is to say, Parinyayatham, right? Or the Four Noble Truths that you should learn, that you should develop to be in existence. So for some of the students will fortunate enough to get the worldly degree, yeah, the PhD degree, and the ultimate degree, that is the Parinyayatham. It means you achieve to one, noble individual amongst the 4 or the 8, something like that. Okay, so I hope every student will get the blessed from the 3-fold trainings, from the 3 Pratana, or the 3 treasures, from the Buddha, the Dhamma, his teaching, and the Sangha, the representative of the blessed one. And I hope that everyone can achieve to your good worldly goal and the Dhamma goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Assistant Professor Dr. Sanu Mahathanadun, Director of the Doctor of Philosophy program in Buddhist Studies. And next, I would like to invite Venerable Pramahasompong Kunakaro, Assistant Professor Dr. Vice Director for Academic Affairs and the Director of Doctor of Philosophy program in Peace Studies, to explain the curriculum and the instruction. Please, Venerable.
Thank you and good morning, everyone. So, as the MC introduced me as the professor responsible for peace study. So, I respond for peace study with a master degree and PhD. So, actually, the regulation for study master degree and PhD in peace study is not different from the other course, because regulation to study to complete everything until you get the degrees. We do the same things regulated by universities. That is, we are not different in the terms of the regulations. So the main point is that not only study in the class, but we have to practice. Practice is mean not only meditations, but practice what you have learned. For example, you study peace studies, you have to practice, you have to do, you have to test what you have learned, available or suitable for societies, and any kind of peace studies suitable to societies or not. Okay, turn to the course peace studies. So actually, in our university, 2 kind of program. First, a Thai program in peace study, get a master degree and PhD, and another one's international program run by our International Buddhist Study College. That is the master degree in peace studies and PhD in peace studies. So PhD in peace study, we have run 3 years ago, as remember, 3 years ago, then some students finished already. But master degrees, we just run the course just last year. That's why recently not just students finished the course. But anyway, how to study master degree and PhD in peace studies. Actually, when we compare with the Thai programs, I can say that it's quite totally different. So some people might say, how different between peace study in international program and Thai program, because so many confused about this. So actually totally different. So many people asking me about this. The difference is that peace study in international program is covered for all. For all, is mean for Theravada Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, in Vajrayana Buddhism, and we try to study the case about the case how to make the peace and the conflicts across the world, to study the case from the world, from the authors outside the countries. more than inside the countries. That is one. And another one different from another universities. So you can see recently, another university, for example, like Midon University, they organize the peace study also, as I heard, as I know. But the way to arrange the cost difference, because the strategy to make the peace, I think, difference. For example, another university, they emphasize on the role and human right to bring the peace to societies. So, but for us, in our university, we have the Thai program and international program. We emphasize on the Buddha teaching apply to get the peace. That's mean we emphasize on the inner peace, but external peace that we study. But we turn to inner peace. That mean we have to train ourselves to get the peace first before make the peace to societies. Because we believe that if you don't have the peace in your mind, how can we make the peace to society? That's the main thing for studying a peace program or peace study in our university, whether Thai program and English program or international program, especially the peace study international program in IBSC. But the main point is that how to succeed to study. Actually, if you need me to ask the question, what is your proposal to study, whether master degree and PhD? So you might say that I need to get the degree, I need to get the knowledge. I think to get the degree and knowledge is not enough if you want to teach the other people. So essentially, the people emphasize on how to get the knowledge. Actually, the knowledge by experiments, by explain, not the knowledge regarding the papers or the knowledge regarding the book. I have the step to study to succeed. That the first step is mean study. Study is mean definitely you have to take the class. You have to take the class, but how to study, what to study? First, we have to study with the teachers. The second one with the primary sources. The third one with the secondary sources. So three of sources of the knowledge different, because definitely you cannot study from the primary sources directly, because some people, primary sources very difficult to study and very tough to know. That's why you have to turn to the secondary sources. Even though some secondary sources not enough for that. Sometimes you might confuse about this, especially some texts we can call that translated edition. So translated editions, that mean the authors, they put their knowledge inside that text. So sometimes that's very difficult to understand or how to rely on that text. So if you turn to the primary sources is really difficult also. So, but the teacher really necessary to explain both, because you can get the explain. That means you can learn from the teachers. You can ask the question from the teachers in the classroom. So that's why the first step study. The second one, review. So if you only study and go out of the class, and the day later you come to study on the other one, you might not able to succeed. So that's reviews is very necessary. You have to review again and again what you have learned from the class. And another one, critical thinking. So sometimes you confuse. You are not sure what your teacher teaching about this, teach you about this. So you have to criticize by yourself. That means critical thinking. Things what you have learned from the teachers. Things what you have studied from the text, whether primary sources or secondary sources. The main thing is that experiment. You have to make an experiment what you have learned. Otherwise, you can know only the theory. So every courses, every field, every program, they need the student to get not only the knowledge regarding the papers, but we need the student to get the experiment. Experiment is mean we have to make the experiment to get the experiment. So after you make experiments, so one thing you have to do that sometimes what you have make the experiment. How to make sure about this? That means we have to examine. Examine is a right or the wrong. What you have to explain, what you have make experiment. So for this level that you have got experience already. So, but for us, especially for those who study Buddhism or peace study, we study not only for ourselves, but we study for the others also, how to serve the other people. So you have to inspire. You have to inspire the other people what you have got H brilliant. So when we turn back for the first step, study, reviews, critical thinking, all this level, how can you inspire the other people to get the H brilliant? But you don't have the H brilliant about this. That's been direct H brilliant. For example, peace study. Actually, peace study not only study the theory. We provide the course for the first semester like a study the theory. But the first year we provide the course, the subject for the theory only. The second year we provide the course that emphasize on practical. So you have to take the hand to practice. That means you have to test what you have learned. So in order that you will get the experience about this, then after that you can go out to inspire the people to spread the peace to the other societies. That means regarding the object of the peace studies, that means inner peace to the external peace. So if you don't have your peace in your side, as I said initially, is that you have to train to get your peace by yourself before spreading the peace to societies. Comparing with like a compassion. If you don't have compassion, how can you teach the other people to have compassion? How can you spread compassion to the societies? That means you have to train yourself to have that one first before getting to the other people. Just regarding the theory to study, as I gave you before, that study, reviews, critical thinking, experiment, examine, and inspire the other people. This is the way to succeed, not only to get the paper, not only to get the knowledge regarding the paper, but to get the knowledge by direct experience. So every people can finish regarding the course, regarding the degree. You just attend the class, you just write the thesis and submit the thesis, present the paper. But just like this, you can start this one only study from the book only, because you criticize from the book. But if you try to study and train yourself and try to explain, you write what you have what you have based experiment. So you can inspire the other people to follow what you have got experience, not what you have learned. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much, Venerable Pramaha Sompung Kunakaro, Assistant Professor, Dr. Vice Director for Academic Affairs and the Director of Doctor of Philosophy Program and Master in Peace Studies, to explain the curriculum and the instruction. And next, I would like to invite Venerable Pramaha Nanthakon Piyapani, Assistant Professor, Dr. The Director of Master of Arts Program in Buddhist Studies, to explain the curriculum to the new students. Please, Venerable. Please turn on your microphone, Venerable.
Thank you, MC Dr. Napang. And first of all, I would like to pay homage to the represent the Dhamma and the Sangha. Respected to Professor Dr. Phra, also the Director of IBSC, IBSC Administrator, Staff Office, and good morning to IBSC students, including senior and the newcomers. Hopefully all of you doing well. So during the terrible situation of COVID-19, stay home, stay alive. All right, welcome back to the guideline for curriculums. Let me share the PowerPoint for more clear, particularly MA students, who just come to first time that enroll to be IBSC student. So the first thing that's very important for the new MA student, to know what's the curriculums, what's inside curriculums. So I think many students don't know this term or this word before. Easily to understand, the curriculum is like the products that IBSC, MCU design for those who interested in these products. Again, curriculum is like the product that university provide for those who interested to get this product out to complete these studies. Okay, let's go to see inside the, according to the question I put it, what inside the curriculum. Yes, first, we are here right now. The main campus are the names of the university, Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, or short form MCU. This is the well-known short forms everyone know well. And under the MCU, this is we are here, our faculty, our department, International Buddhist Study College, or abbreviation is IBSC. Under the IBSC is the title of curriculum. This is the title or the names of our the curriculums. Master of Art program in Buddhist study, international program. So now you are enrolled student to be international students. You are international students. So what about the field of the curriculum? Field of curriculum is a Buddhist study. Somebody may confuse what the field, or may the question from other people, what is your field? Somebody may not know. Or what's the subject that you are special, that specialized or special to you? Somebody may not know. So this is the field or a major field of our program, Buddhist study or international program. So now let's go to the credits of the curriculum. Yes, of course. I think all students here, not only MA program, including PhD program or other program as well, don't know the credits. They are going to complete what they plan to achieve, but don't know the credits of the subject that provide to study. So in MCU or a Master of Art program, the full program, the full credits or the total credits of this program is 39. Or you may say students have to gain at least 39 credits. This is considered to pass MA study or MA program. So inside the 39 credit divided into 27 and 12. 27. How to get 27 credits? All students have to take course. You have to take course for 27 credits. If without take course, cannot get it. So the course that we take now available only online. So we may say that online based, not classroom based. Before that time, before the COVID-19, yes, of course, we are required to attend class, but right now only online based study. This is 27 from taking course, and then 12. How to get 12 credits? All students have to do thesis. Without doing thesis cannot get this credit. So totally 39 credit that MA student have to accumulate. If less than 39, not achieve your goal. Okay, let's go to the next presentation that I prepare. The management of education. Educational management. So this program is taught by semester system that are divided into 2 semesters in 1 year or 1 academic year. 1 academic year, all of you have to pass 2 semesters. First semester starting from August to November. So right now we already started. We already learned for one week that we have learned. The second semester starting from January to April. This is the second semester. So what about the time curriculum? The types of curriculum is master degrees of 2-year course. This is the course of UR, 2-year course. So that means all students have to achieve the degree during 2 years, or you have to complete within 2 years. Yes, of course, some students may worry, how can I do if I not complete within the 2 years? How can I do? Yes, you can request for more year step by step. It cannot complete within the 2-year course. We have a choice. It doesn't mean this fixed or have to finish within 2 years. You have choice to add more year to continue your course. And after that, the title decrease. You see the title degree. After you complete our 39 credits, the degree that you achieve is called Master of Arts. Master of Arts or Master of Arts program in Buddhist studies. The Buddhist study is the field of you are. And the short forms of the Master of Arts is MA. So this means all that IBSC provide to all of you, that you have to try your best to achieve your goal. That is Master of Art program. And after achieve your degree or Master of Art degrees, what the career or possible career that you will apply for a job, for doing job or the career after graduation. Let's see right here. I prepare for you. This is just example. There are many more career that you can apply, that you can do. The first one is the teachers in higher education. Teacher in higher education may from the government sector or from private sectors. As I am, in the previous life, I'm the same as you are. I'm a student, I'm BA student, MA student, and PhD student as you are. But after I did receive the PhD degree, so that's why it is the way that I can do as my job. That is the lecturer in IBSC and MCU. This is the first career. The second one, the scholar in education. You may not like the first one. Try the second one, scholar in education. Or you may not like the second one. You choose another choice. The third choice, the Buddhist researchers. You may like to be the Buddhist researchers. Or number 4, the consultants of governments or private organizations. You may like to be the consultants of the governments or organizations. Or number 5, social developer. The social developer here may be the meditation master, or the trainer, the Buddhist trainer, something like that. And the last one, independent researchers. You may like to be the job that free from other people control you. without other people control or organization control you. So this is just example after you graduate. After you graduate, many choices or many careers to try. This is just example. Okay, this is what I would like to share to my MA student as the directors of Master of Art program. And the last one is right here, you know, one will be superior or inferior. It's not because of birth, but the actions. So now all you come to the right way, come to the right place, IBSC, especially or particularly Buddhist subject that provide to study in this university, in this college. I think during the new strain of COVID-19, no more answer or no important, no significant significant thing that can cope the problem like Buddhism or the Buddha teachings. The Buddha teaching can cope with these problems. So thank you very much and warmly welcome all of you to the umbrella of IBSC, Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Venerable Pramahananthakon Piyapani, Assistant Professor Doctor, the Director of Master of Arts Program in Buddhist Studies, to explain the guidelines and the curriculum to the students. And next, I would like to invite Venerable Pramahathanatip Mahathammarakito, Doctor, Chairperson of the Executive Committees of Bachelor of Arts Program, to explain the curriculum and instruction to the new students. Please, Venerable.
Thank you, moderator. Venerables, the directors of International Buddhist Study College, Professor Dr. Pramahansa Tamahaso, Vice Directors, Senior Professors, and faculty members. Greeting to you all who join us early morning today as unified IBSC families. So I am the chairperson of Buddhist of Arts programs. May I share the PPTs to make it easy to understand my program? Can you see some sharings here?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. Just give me a few minutes, please. I just get confused with it. Okay. So this program, we call is Bachelor's of Arts programs in Buddhist Studies. For international programs, I mean to say that we welcome all over the world students. We can say here, global students from many different countries. Welcome to join these international programs. The major Buddhist studies, I mean this program to which IBSC running nowadays. The number of credits is 120 credits. The curriculums with 4 years meets the global standards. So students who join us with these programs will meet the higher education curriculums. And also in the class, most of the times, we all run for English medium instructions. Events in the curriculums can add the another language, but most of the time we spend for English mediums is a global language now. So for this course or these programs, we welcome for all Thais and foreigners that we can say global students. The program is to bestow a degree of Bachelor's of Arts in Buddhist Studies. And major subjects and credits. we divided for 3 kinds of major subjects. The one is the units of general education subjects for 30 credits, which is compulsory subjects. We run for 18 credits, and selective subjects for 12 credits. And the second one is units of specific subjects. We run for 84 credits with subject groups of Buddhist. And also core subject is 33 credits, and specific subjects for 30 credits, and also selective subjects for 9 credits. This really most important for our subjects, our course, that you may understand really what Lord Buddha have taught us in the previous until today about Buddhist situations. This program can help you a lot for understanding all things that concerning to Buddhist situations or Buddhism. And the third one is the units of independent selective subject for credits. This is the ways how to improve your life and skill for work for others and also benefit for yourself. So in total, in this program is 120 credits. You may spend your time with us for 4 years. You will make difference.
Venerable, are you still there? I think Venerable is losing the connection. So
sometimes COVID-19 will come to an end. After that, we will meet here and get communications together. So, and what about the academic admission periods? Actually, keep in mind, please, in May, we open for admissions. So just a first round for May, because in each year, a lot of students from different countries interested in our programs. And then for one time, admission is not enough. So then we extended to second rounds as well. For second round is June. So you have enough time to decide your ways of like that. You will study with IBSCs or what? So you're most welcome to apply with our programs. And let's take a look, please. This is a annual schedule. You may realize and think that even now you are our students, but let's tell your future junior in the next future. If they ask you how to study like you do today, please let them know and give them admissions period and inspire them to join us. If you can, if you can help people to go by the right ways, you also accumulate your good life. So let them know about the admissions period. Then they will join you. They will be your juniors in the next futures. So May first round and June second round. Let's take a look. My left side hand that applies online. If your junior future will come and study with a priest, enroll here. Just enroll for 5 minutes, and then there will be actings of our students. So just keep in mind and let convey your message to their hosts in the next future. So graduate opportunity. Suppose you are with us here for 4 years. You have no any ideas how to go the life in the next futures. Come to see this way. Graduate opportunities. Those who graduate in Bachelor's of Arts in Buddhist Studies, here is international program. will academically be expert in Buddhist texts. So many texts, even you are a monk, you are Buddhist followers, but less of those of them who really expert in the Buddhist text. If you attend shias and you know the ways how to collect the materials and study, that will make you really expert in Buddhist texts. You will be a great ones in the next futures. So you can profoundly explain Buddha teachings and expert in different schools of Buddhism. Now we have three main schools in the world of Buddhism is Theravada Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, and Vajrayana Buddhism. So if you attend this program, the programs will make you to understand how to search for Buddhist texts and inspire you how to study the Buddhist Theravadas, and also make you to understand the Mahayana ways and Vajrayana traditions. These programs cover all three main Buddhisms. So this is so surprised who come to study with these programs. For me, in the beginnings of studying in BAs, I know nothing. When I attend MCUs in the previous times for 4 years, make me know the ways how to study Buddhism, for examples. Okay. So besides these opportunities, if you complete these programs, you can get the opportunities in various offices as Buddhist missionaries. Let me think too in the after 300 years Lord Buddha did. I think to Asoka emperors who sent the missionary to so many countries in his time. So now the chance of you guys to do like him. You will be recognized whole your lives and after your life in this earth. So Buddhist missionary, the ways of Buddhist monks and others, you will accumulate all things in life. And second, Buddhist academics. Buddhist academicians like me, like professors in the faculties, like other lecturers. 3, psychologists for counseling service. Now, due to COVID-19, so many people get stressed in their life. They don't know how to figure out their ways of life because of forces by troubles. If you complete these programs, one way automatically into your mind that you can be a counselor. So work for psychologists to other people services. And the next other meditative master, if you like Professor Dr. Phra, our director, who really deeply practice meditative methods. If you like, you go that way. We support you. And the next others Buddhist trainings officials and also social worker for mental development. This really needed in the society nowadays. In 21st centuries, we have a lot of high technologies. We have a lot of really many things, new one. But for the mentals, maybe aren't improvement. So you go by this way, people will appreciate you. And also spirituals and wisdom leaders, etc. This the opportunity for you if you complete this program automatically come to lead your ways to work with these opportunities, okay? And more further educations, those who graduate Bachelors of Arts in Buddhist study, they will be able to further study a Master of Arts, such as in Buddhist studies, religions, philosophies, and so on. So dear, you can study also in Thai and in abroad. You have choice. many choices you have. So then do it. And objects of the curriculums, what we have, the philosophies and objects for this. So programs is not easy to create it, but when we have done is we have fully objects to run this program. So Bachelors of Arts in Buddhist Studies mainly aims for the developments of graduates' efficiencies of being spiritual leader and enabling for sustainably and intelligently solving various kinds of problems. And once another is to produce the graduates with deep knowledge of Buddha teachings and so on. Fourth, short-term aim is expert in educations of Buddhism. It's really necessary for the 21st centuries. If you get high levels of educations of Buddhism, and then you are one of them who will lead the society for the peace. So this aim really we run for our students. I all the time talk to my students that in life, we should have three things. One thing is your real goals. Second thing is spending your life happy. And third thing is how could you help other well as you can. Our programs main aim for that. And the another things, deeply understandings in practice by mindfulness and meditations. Let's take a look. IBSC all the times we work for that. Ajahn Dr. Virasak, the secretary of the programs, he take this responsibility. So you guys need to attend this program as well, mindfulness and meditation. Why we do that for you? Because if you can get understanding real use, and you also will extend it to get understanding real others as a human beings. So that's why this based on of human being to do together, mindfulness and meditation. This our second aim for these programs, of course. And the other thing is enables to apply Buddha Dhamma for improving their life. Really most important. I kept on the number 3, but it's really most important. Educations, we need to concern to Buddha Dhamma. Mindfulness meditations is also concerning to Buddha Dhamma. So this most important means Lord Buddha teachings, how we can apply to our life and to help others, etc. Yeah. This is the necessary announcement for this program is the student must miss and pass for English skill test. So all students need to do this. And they also need to do technologies and informations is necessary before they're getting convocations. And also now, unfortunately for us, that we couldn't come on site. But don't worry, the students are necessary to meet the class, the online classes. So online classes may make some trouble to some students, but don't worry, please be patient with us. We place all the time for get rid of the disease of COVID-19. And then after that, we shall be in the normal life. And also don't forget to play your roles in each day for new normals nowadays. Save your life. And also in the same way, save others. Help government policies and help others' life. Okay. And also students, it's required to have 80% of the attendance in each subject to be qualified for examinations. Students, some of them misunderstand that we have choice that we will attend the class or we will leave the class. But in final, we can get final examination. That is wrong idea. That is wrong understanding. The correct understandings and right way to do is you must attend the class at least 80%. Okay? So don't leave the class even you get bored in the days of studies, because in each day you have so many subjects, even different subjects, but make yourself feel bored. But be patient with us, okay? So dear, if you get any problems or troubles in life during your times of studies here, so we will provide the advisor for you. Students will have their advisor to solve all problems and obstacles in their periods of studies. Don't get any hesitate. You think of your advisors and call him, give him a message, or just a message to him in chat box, private chat box as well. Don't worry, they will not blame you. They welcome you to give you suggestions. So they may help you a lot for figure out your problems. So don't fear. The lecturers like your second fathers. You love fathers, and also your second father loves you. How much you love your father and family, IBSC family also take that responsibilities in the same ways. Okay, so that's awareness for learning and teaching process. If in the normal ways, International Buddhist Study College in the place Vang Noi, Ayutthaya, Thailand, most welcome you. Not today, within a year or 2 years, maybe possible. Okay, just waiting for coming to meet us here. You're most welcome. And there, I also let my students in the programs, and also many times we have a meeting for the administrations. We discuss to each other what we can inspire our students to stay peacefully and happily in life. So let's take a look this way. You choose have faith, because faith can make all things possible. You shall have hopes, because the hope can make all things work, even work for yourselves, work for the societies. And love can make all things beautiful living life. People need only these 3 things. Okay? So when you grow up, you will discover only 2 things of the ways in your life is how to help yourselves to be completely as a human being. According to Buddhist view, how much you develop to be full mindfulness, that much you will be a great one. So how to help yourself to improve day by day? Realize before getting to bed, realize what you have done today. And that thing is benefit for yourself and others, or today you're just waiting your major times of life. So realize it. And second thing, second hands, do the thing for others. I mean, help for others if you can. So this is our programs always run for our students. Even we will not talk every day, but if we get a chance to let them know, we convey these all messages to them, inspire them, make them happy. So here also, I would like to keep and let you all kindly consider my opinions. In this, my opinions, I think can make you happy. So there, the real goals of life during studies, please start studying hard. Don't forget to play as well. When you play, think to happiness. When you play, also consider to others how much you are happy today, and how about others, and also improve yourself. Not just place all the times during your course of studies. Many students think that waiting times to after some time, and then we also can get to our final goals is degrees. Don't do that. That way is not helpful. That way destroy your major worthy life. So try to improve yourself day by day, as I said, and help others a lot. Help your friends. If your friends weak English, if your friends problem with the food, if your friends problem with another friends, help them to solve the problems. So this is the real goals of life during your studies. And there's last point today, but not least, we just provide student clubs. There are 4 kinds of student clubs. Here, I'd like to invite you all to enroll. This not just for the BA, but here is for IBSC students and also global IBSC students. Event, we invite Thai student programs as well to join us. So I'd like to invite you all to enroll or scan QR code and take a decision that which clubs would you like to be a memberships. The first is languages and culture clubs. I am as advisors of these clubs, invite you. And also the second one is Chinese language and cultures clubs, leading by our senior associate professor, Dr. Anand Anando. So he has experts about the Chinese cultures and also Chinese language. So if you are interested in these clubs, enroll, just hold on your mobile phones, turn on your cameras and take QR code. And the other one is traditional medicines and Ayurvedas. So running by our lady teachers, lecturers, Dr. Pintong Chatnarat. She really is expert about the medicines and Ayurveda. She has done so many courses of this. So if you are interested in these programs or these clubs, please attend. And the last one is mindfulness and meditation clubs, because these clubs is really tough and unique and specific way to practice. So that's why we offer for 2 those of lecturers is Ajahn Dr. Virasak and Ajahn Dr. Nemida. He's from Myanmar. To take looks after you all who beings are memberships. Okay, please enroll it. This is concerning to the Buddhist programs, bachelors of programs. So thank you so much for joining early morning today. Thank you, moderators, professor, faculty, professors, and all our staffs and you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Venerable Pramahatanatip Mahathammarakito, Dr. Chairperson of the Executive Committees of Bachelor of Arts program, to explain the curriculum and the instruction with great inspiration to the new students. Next, I would like to invite Venerable Pramaha Virasak Apinantaweti, Dr. Vice Director for Vipassana Meditation and the Director of Certificate Program in Mindfulness Master, to explain the curriculum and instruction to the new students, please.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Ajahn Dr. Nanapang. And good morning, everyone. Pay respects to Most Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Mahahansa Dhammahaso, Director of IBSC, and all lecturers, administrator, and all IBSC students. So welcome to IBSC family. So now I would like to introduce the program of the certificate Mindfulness Master. This program is quite interesting. So this semester, there are almost 40 students want to study in the course. And as you know that mindfulness and meditation is very important for us to cultivate our mind and also cultivate our body to handle the sufferings in our life and to achieve the enlightenment. So in our program, we are so proud to welcome everyone to join this program. We have 1 year for study in this program. So first, this program, in the name of this program, Certificate Mindfulness Master, International Buddhist Study College, the International Center for Buddhist Study for monks, novices, and lay people from all over the world. And for the program overview, so you can see in the PowerPoint, the certificate program in Mindfulness Master International Program. This program, we have the objective is to produce the students with skillful knowledge and expertise in meditation, both in the theoretical and practical frameworks, in with and in-depth understanding. Moreover, the student should be able to acquire skill in teaching mindfulness as well, and also have the technique, the different technique, not only in the Theravada Buddhism, but also Mahayana Buddhism and Vajrayana Buddhism, any kind of technique that related to practice meditation. So in this program, we will teach you how to be a mindfulness master and the different technique that useful when you are going to be a master, and also when you are going to be a board or the leader, sometimes you can apply this method to teach and introduce other people to, and also to propagate Buddhism to your community and your society as well. So next, the mindfulness master skill, the student of the certificate in mindfulness master, you got to study the theory or Kanta Tura, and the other one that is very important for us, that is the Vipassana Tura. For the Kanta Tura, we provide you to study about the Sutanta Pitaka related to mindfulness and meditation, and the other one is practicing, so that you got to practice mindfulness and meditation for 1 month. So this is very important for you to learn, not only in the book, in the Tipitaka, but also in your body and your mind. So your body and your mind is like your real master. When we practice meditation and we bring the real direct experience to share, to teach other people, so that would be a great master of you to share your knowledge. So, and then you gain the knowledge from a lecturer as well, and also you are practicing, and then you can propagate the Buddhism and give the service to your society. And the unit of the general education subject total is 24 credit. For required subject, we have 18 credit, and elective subject we have 6 credit, and practical required. We have 780 hours. So total and 24 credit and 780 hours. So let me show the subject that mindfulness master got to study within 1 year, 2 semester. First semester, you have to study the mindfulness in Tipitaka. Okay, you got to know the basics of the mindfulness that appear in the Tipitaka. And the next one about we focus on the Satipatthana Bhavana. So what is the Satipatthana Bhavana? Kaya Nupassana Satipatthana, Vedana Nupassana Satipatthana, Chitta Nupassana Satipatthana, and Dhamma Nupassana Satipatthana. So when we practice meditation, how can we know when we practice meditation? This practicing is related to the Pitaka. It's related to Kaya or Chitta or Dhamma or Vedana, something like this. And next one, we focus on Anapanasati Bhavana or 16 steps of Anapanasati Bhavana. And when you are going to be a master, you got to know the ethics of, the ethic for mindfulness master. So how can we behave our action? How can we do? How can we control our body and our mind when we go outside and to be a master? So, and also teaching mindfulness technique. So if you're going to be a master, you have the different, you get the different technique from the lecturer and also your technique that you, from your practicing to share the knowledge. And the important thing that is the practice for mindfulness master's training. We will give you the knowledge about mindfulness master training, how to train the practitioner properly and effectively. And also introductory English for mindfulness master and advanced English for mindfulness master. So you forget what is the meaning of the Four Noble Truths, the suffering, the cause of suffering, the cessation of suffering, what is the path leading to the cessation of sufferings. And the other semester, we are going to focus on the mindfulness therapy, how to interview the practitioner when they got the problem from practicing some such as they feel sleepy. So how can we solve or advise them to control or to handle with sleepy? So we have many techniques to handle and give the suggestion for practitioners. And also, we not only study in the Tipitaka or traditional knowledge in the books, but also we will apply the new science to this course. That is like mindfulness and brain, how to, the mindfulness for well-being, mindfulness for leadership, meditation center management. So when you finish this course, so some students want to be a board or the leader in this meditation center. So how can we manage our center of the meditation effectively, something like this. And the curriculum plan for first semester, you have to learn all subjects that I mentioned in the first semester, and also practice meditation in 1 month. 1 month for practice meditation is very important for us, because if you can bring the real experience to share the knowledge, that is, you can learn from the real master, from your body and your mind, and share from your real experiences. So that's why we want students to practice meditation in 1 month. And the other one, that is in the second semester, you have to practice teaching meditation to other people in 1 month as well, in 360 hours. So this is the big picture of the mindfulness of the certificate mindfulness master for IBSC. So thank you so much for your attention. Would you please to
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much, Venerable Pramahawirasak Apinantaweti, for the Vice Director for Vipassana Meditation and Director of Certificate Program in Mindfulness Master, to explain this interesting curriculum and instructor to the students. So next, I would like to invite Venerable Pramaha Pichai, Vice Director, Office of Academic Affairs, to give an introduction of IBSC College Office and the Academic Office of and also the IBSC staff and other important things that would facilitate new students at our college, including the details of educational calendar, university holiday, visiting professors, visa, e-payment, and the e-library, dormitory. Please, Venerable.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Director, Vice Director, Lecturer, and Officer, and all students. I am Venerable Pramaha Pichai Varapani, Vice Director, Office Economic Affairs, and Coordinator, Master Degree, PhD Buddhist Study. Generally, you may know about us and our job descriptions, but it would be great if you get to know us better. Our team would like to interview ourselves. They provide information service to all students. The first, next slide. The first Buddhist holiday, we have the make-up class. Please follow the calendar. For the example, the bachelor degree calendar. Usually, a bachelor degree study Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. For example, Buddhist day on Wednesday. We will be make-up card on Tuesday. It is next day. And you get the calendar on coordinator, bachelor degree, PhD, and Buddhist peace study in coordinator. This contact coordinator, you will get it. And the next, we have the season visiting professor on academic year 2021. We have 2 seasons. The first semester will be in September to August 2021. And second semester, we have on February to March 2022. But our college invites visiting professor a lot of experience. We hope that this semester has to offer knowledge and insight and information that will be grateful and useful for all students. We have the program for invite professor in the world for join in lecturer in our college. And the next. And the next, we would like to interview Kun Suchida Partlis to welcome speech to all students.
Thank you, Venerable Pichai. There is no greater happiness than peace of mind. Greetings from peace. I would like to express my gratitude and pay respect to all Venerable. Hello, everyone. You can call me PGF or PJ. I'm coordinator, master, and PhD in Peace Study Program. If I can assistance, please don't hesitate to contact me. Next one, may I invite Miss Olatai. Welcome Miss Olatai to introduce herself.
So thank you, PJF. So good morning to all respected lecturer, venerables, and IBSC member. My name is Oratai Samani, or you can call me Gift. That's my nickname. So I am the coordinator of BA course. So my responsibility is take care of BA student and the BA lecture. So if you have any problem with the studies and visas, or you cannot contact to any lecturer in the BA course, you can contact me directly. So very happy to see you all and welcome you all to our IBSC family. Thank you. So next, I would like to invite Ms. Orachon Morrissey. She's the coordinator of the Mindfulness Master. Thank you. Please welcome.
Thank you, Kun Gift. Namaste, all venerables and all IBSC students. My name is Miss Orachon Morrissey, and please call me Fluke for my nickname. I am Mindfulness Master Certificate Coordinator of IBSC. Glad to see you all and always want to help you with my pleasure. Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Phra Karin Naprang, our registration. Please welcome.
Can you hear me? Good morning, everybody. My name is Venerable Karin Awutapanyo. I am admin of the register system. I think all of you get your student ID already, right? Okay, for in detail of check your grade point and invoice